It's Lieutenant Commander retired Charmin Jacobs here. Call me your night coach, call me your battle business buddy. But anyway, I just wanted to come in here and share with you a little bit about me. So I grew up in a house with being the only girl, and so I ran track, I played basketball, softball, field hockey. But I realized the summer of my senior year that I can only get a scholarship for one sport, and that's the only thing that I can concentrate on. So I ended up getting a scholarship at Delaware State University, and my first year was not very good. I ended up with a GPA of 1.93. Well, I ended up going to summer school, going back to school, and then during winter break, my cousin came home and he was in this sharp, sharp uniform. Now, it happened to be the Army uniform, and that's okay. But my cousin said, "Hey, if you choose to go into the military, and there's a couple of reasons why I think the military is a good choice," is what he said, is because they're going to give you 3 square meals a day. They're going to give you a roof over your head. They're going to give you clothes, uniform, right? And they're going to pay you. Oh, by the way, and you have your GI Bill. So if you come in, you don't have a lot of debt, then you're able to make this thing, right? So he seemed like he really enjoyed it. Sharp in his uniform, also was driving this little sports car. And so, but he said, "Hey, don't come in the Army because go in either the Navy or the Air Force because they have better technical schools." So I ended up going into the Navy. So I did 8 years as an enlisted hospital corpsman. But even before that, let me back up. I came in undesignated. Undesignated is sort of kind of you don't know what you want to do in the service. And so they kind of put you in, and you can either be an airman, a fireman, or a seaman. I was an airman, and I went to VP6 out of Barbers Point, Hawaii, did a deployment in Misawa, Japan. But after that, we were decommissioning, and so I was able to get an A school out of it. So back then, they put a plethora of what you qualify for with regards to what your ASFAB score stated you would be good at, and voila, I became a hospital corpsman. So I did that for 8 years, finished up my undergrad doing after hours. So I would work all day, do duty, go to school at night. So I did that, and then I applied to become a medical service corps officer in the in-service for procurement program. Tried twice, and was selected. So the following years, 14 plus, I was a healthcare administrator. I had the opportunity of serving at Oceana Branch Medical Clinic as the admin officer, went off to Old Dominion University, finished up my master's degree in educational leadership. They said, "Hey, you got to do a follow-up tour or a payback tour." And so they gave me a couple of choices. Well, actually, three choices. Alaska or Guam. They got the recluse tree snakes. That's not a thing. Or I said, "Hey, what about Okinawa, Japan?" So went to Okinawa, Japan, and served as the customer service representative initially, and then the department head of human resources. I was supposed to go and work in education and leadership department, but they had better plans for me, right? So I served there, did very well, and then I went off to serve at Fleet Surgical Team 2. And the reason for why is because I was getting close to my retirement time, and I was like, there's no way that I was going to serve in the military, the Navy, and not have gone on one of those gray halls. Because when people say, "Oh, if you retired from the military, yeah, well, what ship did you serve on?" Never sailed. Well, but I can say I served on the USS Nassau. So as a staffer, so did that, and then I had the opportunity and honor to transition our hospital corps training to Fort Sam Houston, and that was amazing. And what was most amazing is that I was able to also become the first officer in charge of the detachment at Fort Smith. Later, and then voila, I got a phone call one day and said, hey, we need to move you in 90 days because the detachment is going to close. Well, the detachment is still there today, but I went on to be the deputy diversity officer from 2012 to 2014 for the Bureau of Medicine and Surgery. Was able to do a lot of amazing things there, but I ended up retiring August 31st, 2014. After that, I had a mentor. I was walking around one day, and one of my fellow medical service corps officers that I got commissioned with, who actually was a senior chief, she said her name is Barb Monroe. Shout out to Barb Monroe and her husband Malcolm, because she said, "Hey, you need to go talk to my husband." I said, "Yeah, I really do because I really don't know what I want to be after service. I don't know what I want to do. I know I'm good at this. I know I have a service reputation over here." But I don't know what I just did, but I'm about to retire. And I guess the worst that could happen is I could go work at Walmart as a greeter. So I ended up sitting down, talking to Malcolm, and it was wonderful. And he gave me a lot of guidance on finding my passion and working on my passion 20% of my time, and the other time, 80%, find the boring job. But really, what I probably should have done, and maybe I misheard him, and he can correct me and comment on this video if he has a chance to watch it, is that maybe I should concentrate on my passion 80% of the time and concentrate on the boring job 20% of the time. Because what I have to tell you is that it's a cultural mindset shift of when you transition from the military and the fire hose of information that they give you in the transition assistance program. So I later did 6 years as a federal employee. After I did contract, I started my own business called Teachable Learnable Solutions, and did that for 6 months. And then, like I said, went into the federal government, spent 6 years, and December of this year, it's 2 years that I stepped away. And so I started this program, or I came up with this concept, Success After Discharge, how to never ever respectfully request your time off again by starting your entrepreneurship journey in the online business space. But some years ago, actually in 2019, but how could I be of an example if I am not leaning into it? So after much thought and just not really aligning with what I was going to be able to offer, I resigned. And so here I am, and I want to give you the framework. I want to share the framework. I want to share tips, tricks, tools, resources that will be able to help you start your business. If you're retiring and you have like that time, the what is it called? Terminal leave, right? If you have terminal leave, right, I know you want to relax, but you can start your entrepreneurship journey then. And you could even start it on your last tour. So the last tour, you have 3 years, you should be concentrating on really what makes your heart sing. You should be concentrating on a couple of other things. We'll talk about that. But you could also have that fund your entrepreneurship journey. So here I am, and I am here to be your business battle buddy and your Ignite coach. And so that is a little bit about me, because I really, really enjoy that look that one has when they realize that what someone has shared with them, that they're capable, or they do it and then they see the results. And so I'm here to help you do that. So click the subscribe button for me, please, so that you can get all the and the notification, so that you can get all of the notifications on when I drop a new video, when I go live, and things of that nature. And also, if you find that this information is of value to you that I'm going to be providing, please provide a comment, like the video. Anyway, I just wanted to come in here just to share a little bit about me. And if you have any questions of what you want to know about me, drop them in the comment. I'll be more than happy. I'm an open book. Karen is Sharon. Sharon is Karen. So anyway, that is just a little bit about who Charmin Jacobs is, the retired lieutenant commander. So without further ado, have a great day, great evening, and a great night, depending on what time you watch this video and where you're at in the world. Have a good one.